Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to Play the Hits. We are back from a week-long hiatus, and this is not Borderlands 2. How you doing tonight, Nick?
Huh, I really thought we stopped outside of Mount Ordeals.
Nope, we are right here at Mysidia. We haven't yet met Palom and Porum. Let's see if there's any giant birds we can kill with this new sword, though.
Yeah, doesn't the, Duncan, off you're going, bud.
No, I do what I want.
Doesn't that sword that the King of Fabul gave you, like, insta-kill that Raven or Zoo or whatever it is?
Yeah, usually. Wow, these guys can't hit Cecil for shit right now.
Well, I mean, they're imps and tiny mages.
And sword rats. I mean, look how freaking big they are in this one. That's terrifying. Cecil don't give a fuck, though. So, Nick, what's new with you? How was your horrifying week?
Oh, I really can't say. I mean, tax season ended, so there's that. Oh, you're an adorable little frog now.
And yet you couldn't game once.
Yeah, go figure. It's almost like I've got social obligations.
Social obligations.
Almost.
Come on, Nick. It's me you're
Now,
talking to here.
The healing staff, what is... You can use that as an item, right?
Yeah, but why bother?
I think I remember something along the lines that you can use items in battle, but I never remember to.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, most of the time I don't bother with it either.
None of them do anything particularly interesting, do they?
I mean, in the early game, they're not bad, and I think one of the ones that you get in the final dungeon, one of Rydia's weapons, you can basically use it to cast like a low-rent version of Meteor.
Yeah.
So if you're just going through there and
that.
Yeah, you're taking out common enemies and you don't want to waste a bunch of MP. Yeah.
Yeah, well, again, considering that final dungeon is like 20% of the whole game.
So let's see here. We got the shield, right? We need the helm and the gauntlet. So we're short 7,000 gil. So we're just gonna be short 7,000 gil for now. All right.
I was gonna say, you're actually gonna buy that stuff?
You pretty much have to. That's like what you have for Cecil until you get to the...
Cecil will come down that mountain in the rags that that he's reborn in.
Nice.
I assume that's how everybody did it. $7,000, 7,000 gil or monies.
What do you use then for Baron Castle and the magnetic cave afterwards?
Whatever I pick up.
Whatever you pick up. Cecil's just no man's land.
I don't know. I have really weird rules about these RPGs.
I see that.
But never use items, never buy anything, and what do you use your money for that you've been saving the whole time? I just never use it.
I was gonna say,
no, actually,
Cecil's whole thing is like defense, though, so I figured you had to get this stuff.
We got by. You know what? No, I think what I end up doing is I save all the money for buying stuff right before the moon or for Fuma shurikens.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. Those shurikens are... They really make the trod through the final dungeon much more bearable.
Yeah, they do. Especially with just the rogues gallery of bosses you end up fighting. Indeed.
Porum kind of looks like a very young granny, doesn't she?
Oh, Palom, you mean?
No. Porum. Palom's the boy.
Oh, wait. I see.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Somewhat matronly, I grant you.
Palom looks significantly less impish than he did in the SNES version.
I always thought as a child he had a black eye.
Yeah, me too. That's what I always thought when I looked at that avatar. It's like,
or he had like a swollen Quasimodo eye or something.
Right, like you know, we joke in the game about like Porum going pow and knocking him on the head, but really it's just abuse.
So I'm never going to understand how part of Cecil's penance is to take on these two children after the massacre of Mysidia.
It's just so the Elder doesn't have to. Oh, finally.
Gotta get rid of these foundlings somehow.
Right. Finally, I can drink during the day again. So let's see here. They come with... I'm not going to upgrade them.
Well, thank goodness they already put them in the back row for you.
That's a pretty to-the-point title, isn't it? Fire, earth, water, wind. Origin of all. There is no god in this world except the god we make for ourselves.
You know he was sneering at you as he said that.
Yeah, I know. Man, it would be nice if you weren't such a piece of shit. Now, of course, we could go through the rest of the town and get turned into a pig and poisoned and all that other good stuff, but, yeah, this is a speed run, apparently, so we're going right to Mount Ordeals.
Well, you see how quickly he's fast-walking, so... Yeah, I mean, between being turned into a pig and poisoned and frog, we'll save all that for Game of Thrones, right?
There we go.
Now, can you still do the exploit in this game to the north?
Exploit to the north. Remind me of that one.
There's a mountain range to the north, I think, on your way to Mount Ordeals, and you can make it through a tile, so you step over the mountain, and then you end up in territory where the enemies are like level 30.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
probably, but in this version of the game, there's not much of a need to.
You can vastly overlevel, but, I mean, you're just going to go back to level 1 in a moment anyways.
Right.
So, remind me, or clarify for me, is going up the mountain with Cecil difficult, or is coming down the mountain difficult? I can never remember.
Neither are particularly grueling. At least, you know, aside from the Japanese original version.
Well, the undead creatures, if I recall correctly, aren't phased by your Dark Sword, right?
But
okay.
Palom knows fire, so we're in good shape.
I'm assuming you can keep his MP up.
Yeah, we're gonna be just fine.
So I like how the ice sprite that Radia had to use fire on, was nice. It was, like 8 bits. And then that fire, well, that was a full-on flame gift.
Yeah, right? Behold the power of the PSP. I will not forgive his antics. You children wait here while I approach the summit.
Meanwhile, back at Dr. Claw's hideout.
Right? It was significantly more gold in the DS version, wasn't it? It looks like it's from the future in this one.
He is just straight up Shredder in this game, isn't he?
You fools! Get those cursed turtles!
Those damnable children.
Scarmiglione. The most pathetic of the four fiends.
Who knows? He has the most impronounceable name of all of... Well,
all it is basic Italian. It's just... I always thought that was kind of funny about the retranslation of this game, where they just made all of the four fiends very Italian sounding.
I wonder what the logic was behind it.
I don't know. It's clearly thematic, otherwise they wouldn't have done it. But I'm not sure what the theme is. Like, I don't know if...
Well...
Let's see, it's Scarmiglione, Cagnazzo, Barbaricia, and Rubicante. I don't know if those are, like, in any way, like, some kind of old Italian folklore. If
you're trying to spice up your narrative or your world building and you want it to sound fancy but you're out of good ideas, just, I guess, open up a thesaurus and translate some words.
Wouldn't it be great all it is like mob terminology? Like, Golbez actually kind of talks like this, you know?
Yeah, you never know.
You want to start some shit with the four fiends of the elements? You gotta go through me, bitch.
You know what always threw me is how in the Witcher novels, they extensively worked on their own world building, and then someone would start speaking Latin for some reason. I never understood that.
Oh, why not? It's kind of like when you have to write like a really academic paper and you want to sound more intelligent than you actually are. You just throw some quid pro quo in there or something.
Well, I mean, considering The Witcher's universe takes place in not Europe, I mean, there'd be no Latin equivalent.
That's true. I kind of thought the games did a good job with kind of the regional accents of the characters.
Yeah, for only having a handful of maps, huge maps, of course, but for, I think, 3 major maps? Or gosh, was it only 2? But yeah, they gave you a pretty good feel that you were going into distinct areas of your world. But, I don't need to gush more about Witcher. It's pretty much perfect. The games, at least.
As opposed to the audiobooks where everybody's just vaguely Scottish.
I never really got that.
Really? That was like straight up the accent that he used for
Well,
Geralt.
I mean, Geralt most certainly was just, you know, Irish Geralt or Scottish Geralt.
Scottish Geralt, yeah.
I get the two confused.
Irish has more of a brogue. Let's see here. Cecil... Wow, these monsters are giving it to me. Maybe you're right. Maybe the climb up is a challenge. We'll see.
I think it's the climb up that's difficult, and then the climb down, once you start getting some XP into Cecil, is pretty simple because he can just start wailing on enemies with the, Legend Sword? If I remember correct?
And I also kind of get the feeling I should have leveled up these kids a little bit before coming up here. They were wildly unprepared for the task at hand.
And down goes the adults.
Yeah, right. What do we do, pal? We're trained for this.
No, I always think it's so polite when you use a Phoenix down and then an enemy proceeds to hit someone who wasn't just revived.
Yeah, I know. It's a good feeling.
It's a nice courtesy.
Dude, Lilith has a little junk in the trunk in this version.
It's also beating the hell out of Palom.
Yep.
Or is it Porum? I never quite...
Like, they couldn't quite figure out if her sprite was supposed to be sexy or not, so they're like, okay, the tail is going to start right at the ass crack. So she has all of the sexiness of an ass, but none of the practicality.
I guess they just mixed a snake with, what was it, Morgan from Darkstalkers.
Yeah, right?
That was the impression I got.
I mean, that literally just swallows up her beehole. You can't tell me she poops out of that thing. Do I have any echo screens? I don't. All right.
What is this, a Lamia's harp? Pitches it down the mountain. We'll never need that again.
Oh, I should have sold that. We're officially playing this on hard mode now, Nick. Because Palom is silenced.
Well, I guess you could, you know, and I'm not advocating this, but I mean, you could just beat him to death and then use a Phoenix down, and then he'll be fine, right?
We'll see how that goes.
Or is that not like poison and it will still be there once he gets KO'd?
That's a really good question. I don't have anything here that can... Hey, she knows raise. That would have been helpful. I'm gonna cry and see if that does anything. Oh, it did something.
Yeah, I think it confused two of them. No, just one of them.
It's okay. Palom's just gonna rain arrows on everybody from now on. That'll do. That'll do, Soul. Well done.
You do have a healing rod, don't you?
You're so right. All it does is cure poison. God damn it.
Oh, do you not have enough MP yet to do twin cast, or why won't they let you?
He's silenced.
Oh, that's right.
Oh god, he's healing himself. You know, their faces look significantly more terrifying in this version.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they also look a bit more like demonic tumbleweeds.
I was thinking more like they don't really want to be here, but they know if they go home, they're just gonna get punished. So they're kind of like...
Damned if you do, damned if you
All
don't.
in for a penny, in for a pound. Taste fire. And here go all my potions that we've saved up thus far. Dear God, all of a sudden the encounter rate jumped way up too.
We are not going off the beaten path here, are we?
There's not much place to go in this opening screen.
I can never seem to remember these dungeons, so I always have to explore them like it was the first time.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, up until about the return to the Tower of Babel, I've got this pretty much down.
So let's see, I'm trying to see if there's any significant news this week. Let's see. Oh, I guess some people are out there watching Endgame tonight.
Oh yes, that's right. I never hit those kind of movies on their opening weekend just because I cannot stand how big the crowds are.
Mm-hmm.
I am not in my element with that many people around me.
I figure I will probably try to catch it. I mean, I had some stuff come up today, so I couldn't, but I'm gonna try to catch it maybe next week, hopefully on a Thursday at 2 p.m. or
Yeah,
something.
hit that matinee, baby. In other news, Square Enix has announced that they are officially going to have a presence at E3 this year.
I thought they weren't.
I thought they were. Now, wasn't that like the big announcement?
No, like someone said they were skipping E3. Was that Sony or was it or was it Square? You know what? I just remembered I don't
Sony
care.
is skipping E3, but Square Enix announced that despite that they'll be there. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to announce games for the PlayStation 4. Just that they're not going to do it during Sony's time slot.
I see.
So
you know, from behind, Cecil kind of looks like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, a little
And
bit.
Ella kind of looks like Robotnik.
I feel like we've been doing this a long time, Cecil. What? Nothing. Isn't this where like Tella's supposed to be all burnt out? Like, hey, you guys want to buy some weed and really help fund my expedition up this mountain?
Why am I here? What's up with this creepy skeleton?
Right. But yeah, naturally everyone is now circulating the rumors that, oh, they're finally going to give FF7 Remake a release date and all that stuff. You know all they're going to announce is some shitty mobile game.
Well, I would imagine. I mean, that's kind of the way the market goes, right? They're big in China.
Yeah, pretty much, but Square Enix just makes such bizarre business decisions. Like if they're gonna announce anything about a new Final Fantasy game, it's gonna be on a Tuesday in like March or something, you know?
Well,
It's like, oh, by the way, Final Fantasy 16 is out next week, so
my sister was telling me that, who is it? Like Ariana Grande was recently made a character in a Final Fantasy game, and she had asked me about it, and I was like, I have to look this up because I have no clue what this game is.
Also, who the hell is Ariana Grande?
Some sort of singer. I think ISIS tried to kill her at one point or something. Anyways,
Like they do.
it was like Final Fantasy Exodus or something.
Oh, Brave Exvius.
Yeah, something Latin, something.
Something mobile, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I give Square Enix shit about mobile games, but they have released one very good one and precisely nothing else that I care about. I did enjoy Record Keeper quite a bit. Hello.
I heard good things about Record. Are you sure you need to fight this battle?
You know,
This
I've
is a lot
I've already committed the MP to it, so here we go.
This is a lot of zombies. I'm just saying.
That's what they keep saying on The Walking Dead, and everyone turns out okay in that show.
Well, I mean, mostly everybody. Actually, no, nobody. The only people left are Daryl and Carol.
Oh god, Chris, what the hell are you talking about?
I really thought you were committed.
I heard Daryl and Carol, and like, Jesus. You're pretty forgiving with letting me run away from battles without taking my gill.
Boy,
Alright.
you are gonna get blown off that bridge by a slight breeze with these levels.
I'm gonna be just fine. Alrighty. I mean, granted, yes, the children are going to die. But all you really need is Tella.
Can't one of them use hide? No, I'm thinking of something else.
That would be Edward, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Edward and arguments and all that fun stuff.
Is Tella in the front? Tella's in the front row. No wonder I'm doing so poorly. Good God.
Look at Tella doing his little old man walk there.
He's got his, like, cane and he's hopping up. Don't worry, children, I will defend us.
Shuffling through the mall.
Sir, you
Commander
left your
Cobra.
wallet on the dash of your car.
There are far too many creepy skeletons here for this to be good.
But they're the same, like, everyone dies in the same two positions, though. Either on their back gazing heavenward, or they're taking a last big bite of dirt before they go.
We only had so many bits to use. I mean, come on.
This is the PS freaking P. They have all the power. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Cecil's just fine. God damn it.
Oh, boy.
Am I not being clear? I don't want to recreationally fight. Sir. Your car got scratched in the parking garage. I'm so sorry.
Have you seen footage of that Tesla over in a parking garage in China just exploding?
No, but tell me more.
In like a nuclear reactor-esque fire?
Well, did you see Scarmiglione's entrance? It was fabulous.
Oh, I know, right?
As in, like, fabulous.
Why wasn't he on a unicorn?
Right. That'd be great. Yes, Queen! It's Scarmiglione! Under Master Golbeth's orders, I, Scarmiglione of Earth, will deliver you to the gates of hell. Get ready, you silly gooses. But first, my undead minions hunger for your flesh. Wait, Gebel, is that you? Gebel hit some hard times in the 90s, yeah. Gebel the Fabulous hit some hard times in the 90s.
I have to say, as a child, Scarilume scared the hell out of me.
What scared the... what now? Sorry.
Like this boss here.
Oh, I was actually strategizing there for a second.
Strategizing. What strategy is there between heal and use fire alternatively?
Hit that bass line, Nick.
Oh, no. I'm afraid I can't. I'm rather tone deaf.
Come on, you mean to tell me you don't have a bass guitar somewhere in your basement?
There is a guitar somewhere upstairs, though I don't know if if the case contains a guitar or if it's JoJo's cash stash.
Or how many chords it has. Nick goes up there thinking he's getting a bass guitar, and he comes back down with like an electric. Oh. Okay, really with the thunder on Cecil there.
And he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's taking this fight seriously. But fortunately,
it's funny that his sword does damage to him.
To the undead, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess they had to give you a break somewhere. I mean, they couldn't screw you the whole way up. I mean, if that was the case, what would they have left for the Tower of Zot?
Yeah, like I said, I kind of kept it low level just to make the fight interesting, but maybe not quite low level enough. Okay, I get it. You like thunder.
I mean, it is the warm-up act. I mean, this is the
that's true.
This is the Scarilume tribute band.
This is like the game really does pick up quite a bit after you become a paladin.
I always thought the game really starts to kind of hit its stride after the Tower of Zot, when you've got a full party of 5 and with unique abilities other than...
I was just saying, like, everyone's actually useful, yeah. Mm-hmm. That is quite different.
A little bit of variety and strategy.
What's happening to me?
Dude, he was loaded. Oh, now we get Kira.
Oh no, they've prayed away the gay. It actually worked. Father Hubley was right. I am an abomination.
Well, that would have been perfect if Rosa was at the party.
Right.
We got all these damn claws, too, that we're never going to need, because by the time Yang gets back, he's not going to want these, but he'll be happy I kept them.
What is this garbage? Yang, we knew we'd find you alive, so we saved all your stuff. It means nothing to me. Oh, God. Yang, oh, God. Ooh, if I had taken one more step, this fight could have gone very differently.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Back attack.
Sir, you fool of my truth strength lies in death. Join me in hell.
All right.
That's what the down arrow on that monument is apparently pointing to.
I thought it was a missile silo. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you know, I never knew what that was back in the day. Like, I couldn't make it out. Hey, Scarmiglione, you're looking all right.
Oh, it's Titan form Joker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like how they gave him Joker hair. What white magic do you know, Tella? Nothing useful. All right. We could roll the dice with recall.
Well, I mean, Blink could have been useful if you put it on Cecil.
Nah.
Assuming he's going to target him aggressively. Never mind. I honestly tended to do recall quite a bit. I'd usually get pretty lucky with the Furagas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good to know. Let's slow him. But now I've boosted Palom's magic and have done Fyra. This is gonna be a short fight.
Well, I mean, a couple.
There we go.
A couple good twin cast.
Oh no, Fyra's way more effective for this one. I mean, you could get the low version of Flare, but it's not guaranteed. So if you just stick with Fyra, he's gone pretty quick.
What does Cry do? Doesn't Cry
Flustered him. That actually work? Oh no, that would have been hilarious though.
I thought Cry lowered his defense or something.
Maybe it can do a couple things. Damn. Well done, Palom.
Boy, he's kind of a one-hit pony, one-trick pony.
I'm sure there's a Korean kid out there who's one-hitted him. Tell her, what the fuck was that? Come on. I put my life in your hands, and what do you give me?
Oh, what's going on here?
That horse shit. Oh god, poison. Well, there we go.
Well, that couldn't have been more disappointing.
Like I said, I tried to make it interesting, but I guess I'm just too good.
I seem to recall this battle going differently for me, and he just punched everybody till they were all poisoned.
How could I possibly lose? Oh, Master Golbeth is going to be so disappointed. Oh no. Why did I take that one step to the left? I like how they don't even, like, they don't even give him the, like, a eulogy or anything. It's like, huh, that was weird.
Nope, he was just needing to be overly dramatic and then throw himself off. Everyone else just disappears.
Yep. All right, tell us poisoned.
Silo.
My son, guys, I'm getting a weird feeling about this. Son, who are you? He pulls out a picture of his dad, and it's like a big boulder. Oh my god, it's you!
You know, it took me so long to tie this event to the lore of the game, simply because I forgot all this garbage by the time I hit the moon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right, they really don't mention Kluya again until the, like, final act of the game.
Yeah, they just kind of drop this thread and never make reference to it again.
Here, take this pole on top of an ice cream cone. It's delicious. Yeah, I love the Cecil sprite, though. The Paladin one in this game. It looks great.
Yeah, it's definitely...
more faithful to the artwork, yeah. But the great thing is, though, he's got, like, long hair. You know, like in all of the artwork, right?
Mm-hmm.
Watch what happens when you get in the battle.
Kane! Oh, wait, no, it's Cecil.
Stay back.
Just shanks him right in the liver.
Wouldn't it be great, like, the Dark Knight starts stabbing him? Wait, I'm sorry, I do need you guys. Please. This is not my fight alone. Yeah, see, now look at his hair.
Oh, yeah, he's just got his Vegeta hair now.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it said Luscious Shield.
Luscious Shield. This shield is gonna get you so hard.
He's still got the weird diamond thing on his forehead. What's with that?
Well, at least that makes more sense in the Paladin sprite than it did in the Dark Knight, because he is always wearing some kind of, like, bejeweled headband in the artwork, at least.
Yeah. Is it called a cornet or a coronet?
I'm not sure what it's called on a man. It's what Cecil wears to the gym and he's too lazy to take it off. Yeah, see, it is kind of jarring, though, isn't it? The difference in sprites.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I necessarily care, because they both look good, just in very different ways.
Hey, Joseph.
It's like the battle sprite animator didn't get the memo from the main artist that they were going for the more traditional look.
Wait, I left my keys in the door?
Ha! Wait, we're talking about the game or your real life right now?
I didn't even use the keys when I took Rex on his walk. What? I'm going on a walk? Oh, shut up. It's 10 o'clock.
Is this going to be like the start of a horror movie?
No, I have this problem of, like in that one Simpsons episode, I unlock the door, I get distracted, and I leave my keys in it.
It's like, wait, who left a bucket of kerosene and some matches on my bed? I don't remember doing that. Hey, is this your Halloween mask?
It's almost like I have severe problems with recall. Oh, well.
Master Tella? Wait a minute.
So I guess... Oh, here we go.
My spells! I remember them now! And what's this thing on my wrist? Oh, I have diabetes.
This is where we learn meow. I mean, meteo.
Meow. Meteor. We're going with the full... Yeah, the space limitations of the SNES are a thing of the past. We can now afford that R.
I'm assuming it worked better with, like, the Japanese, what is it, kanji or some such?
Sure. Well, I mean, in Japan, yeah, they can express some pretty complicated thoughts and letters with relatively few characters, so that was never a problem. The space limitations of the SNES were never a big problem for them. But yeah, we got stuff like Meteo and Blizzard. Like, basically just removing all the vowels.
Ah, I see.
Oh, my favorite was the fighter sword in Breath of Fire 2, the FGT sword. I will leave you to sound that out.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It was so good. And the best part was, you know, as a ridiculous 7-year-old and thinking the word faggot is funny. Alright, so now suddenly Cecil is the lowest level member of my party, but that's not going to be a big...
That won't last long.
Plus we got the Knight's armor, which will make him a little more survivable on the way down. I'm going to save just to be cautious.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You do never know, and I did just make short work of those bosses and hate to, you know, undo my legacy here. Oh, also I need to get everyone back in their proper row. There we go. Now we save. So, how do you feel now that tax season is behind you, Nick?
Not bad, but we've got some other stuff going on that's potentially more irksome than tax season. So.
Oh, lovely. Well, I was going to say, the moment you get your ass down here to Bloomington, I've got some entertainment for you. And I don't mean that half as sexual as it sounded.
Yeah, I just kind of... Wow, you got a lot of those guys. I am assuming it was more of a farmer's market variety entertainment.
Oh, yeah, that too.
One thing I pine for is a good farmer's market.
And the booze. I found some new delicious recipes that involve your favorite coffee liqueur.
You know, I'm sure if I went down an alcohol aisle somewhere in Defiance, I could find some coffee liqueur.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it probably wouldn't be the same as...
I'm sure it's not as elusive as I make it out to be.
Oh, no, yeah, there's all kinds of different coffee, alcoholic beverages.
Boy, they're just giving you one monster set here and sticking with it.
Enough EXP to make it worth my while.
You know, usually they don't throw 3 different colored of the same sprite at you until you hit later on in the game.
Yeah, I prefer my zombies segregated, truthfully. Don't like my light-skinned zombies too close to my dark-skinned zombies.
Well, I just mean, like, if you're already breaking out the zombie, I mean, how far into the game are you?
That's very true.
You know,
well, these aren't zombies, Nick. These are wraiths.
You know you've made progress in the game once they start breaking out the color swaps, because that means they've ran out of original sprites.
That's right. So I hate to grind on camera, but I feel like we should at least get Cecil into the double digits, which won't take long, but...
Well, you'll probably get that on your way down the mountain.
Yeah.
Organically.
Yeah, we're looking good here. Should we use Faraga for 30 MP?
Yeah, I'd say roll the dice and use recall.
You're really enjoying that recall feature, aren't you?
I've got a gambling problem.
I mean, there's the off chance that he'll use flare, but most of the time it's just Asuna.
I love that by the time you get to the end of the game, everyone's using Meteor.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, they mythologize it so much in the early game, and then, like, Golbez and Fusoya fire them off like they're popping Tic Tacs, you know? It's...
Yep. You know, once everybody
look,
can
an
use
imp
spirit.
meteor! Well, and then by the time you even get Meteor, you already have Bahamut, and so it's useless.
You know, that's a valid point.
It's less MP, it's quicker to cast, and it does just as much damage. Oh wait,
But
he doesn't
even
know.
then-
He doesn't know recall anymore because he
Oh,
remembered
really?
all of his shit.
Oh, no more freebies, huh?
No, that's okay.
That's a shame.
We'll send them to hell on our terms. Mostly
Back to
just
Jersey from whence you came.
go back to Jersey. You Zambos. Oh shit, Nick, once again I have failed to do a timer. When did we actually start this episode?
About 40 minutes ago.
Alright, that sounds right. Watch, we're like at the 20-minute mark.
No.
What is with the encounter rate?
Yeah, this game was not my favorite when it came to the encounter rate. Now, 5 had far fewer enemies, but those battles took a lot longer, if I remember correct.
They could. It really depends.
I remember them being a lot more sloggy and requiring a lot more strategizing. 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had a lot more options, and so there were enemies with more specialized weaknesses.
But there was a lot more danger in that
Right.
game as well.
Yeah.
6 just presented no challenge whatsoever in any of the random encounters, but, you know, every
Yeah.
time you moved your left foot, you ran into one.
Yeah, that's true. But 6, I mean, you're right. It was criminally easy, but it made up for it in other ways.
It had some decent endgame content, which you never really needed.
Yeah.
Not talking about the new dungeons, though. Those were pretty cool.
Oh yeah, in the GBA version.
Yeah.
That out of the 3 of them did definitely have my favorite optional like endgame dungeon.
4 remains my favorite. I liked what they did with... I got another prayer rug in the mail, Joseph.
Did you say prayer rug?
Okay, so...
I feel like I should know what this is.
So, I'm masquerading as an 85-year-old lady named, I think, Lisa Winmeyer, who is just sitting on thousands of dollars in retirement savings and doesn't know what to do with it. So I've been answering all of the letters that I want to say it's like the Church of St. Andrew has been sending me. So
Go
at
on.
first they just wanted to get to know me. So, you know, I filled out their questionnaire and I gave them a little backstory about my grandkids and whatnot. And it's just been kind of funny to watch them send me like religious materials in the mail and then slowly start to ask for more and more money. I mean, they haven't gotten any like every time. Like on the last ticket they sent, they're like, please write on here how much money you're willing to donate to the Jesus Christ Seed Fund. And then I just wrote the word yes for my grandchildren.
Though Nick has grown quite a bit in his relationship with Jesus. I mean, not
gosh, no,
like give you money, but
No, it's an absolute scam church, finger quotes, that's had its 501c3 status revoked a couple times.
oh,
so.
lovely.
I mean, this is Peter Popoff territory.
This is like the Nick Weber equivalent to answering a call from a telemarketer.
No, but I got these. Well, they give you like these like weird religious relics straight from Jerusalem, and like the last one was a replica of the Shroud of Turin printed on computer paper.
That's awesome. It was literally just some dude who did a Google image search of the shroud.
I mean, that's what
and
it looks like.
printed it on a document printer.
You look at all these you look at all this marketing material, and like every other word is underlined in boldface, like they're afraid I'm gonna not see it.
This comes from the Jesus.
Well, the last one had really specific instructions, like, okay, now open up your personalized envelope at sunset after you've prayed over it, and yeah,
Only after.
It's adorable. And inside was like this personal prophecy from Jesus, which I'm sure was mass produced. And it's got this delightful picture of Jesus standing over a U.S. Postal Service box blessing it.
That's awesome.
I mean, the stuff I'm getting from this is just absolutely worth the effort.
Ma'am, if you act now, we'll send you 2 pieces of the true cross. That's only, for the low price of $19.95, you can collect the other 100 pieces and assemble it in your living room.
This
This valuable piece of our history could be yours.
They sent me something called the Sovereign of the Sun, which are like these paper coins that I'm supposed to punch out and put together.
That actually sounded kind of cool until you told me until it was like a Happy Meal prize. I mean, god damn.
No, it's just these little Jesus coins they printed out.
I was gonna say,
I wasn't supposed to laugh at.
I laugh, but this is what makes part of my job so difficult: is that people think this is what religion is.
No, it's no more religious than anything that Peter Popoff tries to sell at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Peter who now?
Okay, you know who Peter Popoff is, right?
Unless you're pronouncing it wrong, I'm not sure.
Why is your first inclination every time you don't know something that I'm saying it wrong? Every fucking time. Oh my god, sorry. What was that?
Every time.
Go ahead and edit that out. Oh, wow.
Nick just explodes. That's like 3 months of tax prep all in one horrifying explosion.
Anyways, Peter Popoff is this guy who every weekday at 2 or 4 a.m. he gets on TV and he tries to sell you holy water directly from some sort of spring in Jerusalem. And if you buy it from him for $24.99 and pray over it, whatever you wish for, Jesus will grant you. And then they've got all these testimonials of people who got a check for like $64,000, or they had leukemia but that it got cured or something like that.
And then they got their $64,000 as well.
Well, I mean, they're all paid actors. So,
oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the most smarmiest, snake skinniest, kind of, smarmy stuff.
Yeah, it's televangelist nonsense. Wouldn't it be great?
Thank you.
Wouldn't it be great Cecil gets back here and it turns out like he was being fed some Scientology bullshit? Holy crap, he actually became a paladin. We thought that was all bullshit. We were sending you up that mountain to die. This was a...
Oh, gosh.
Palimporum, you were supposed to stab him. We tried, sir, but the opportunity never presented itself.
There were 2 of you, there was 2 kidneys. How did you fail?
And then he became a paladin. We figured you'd want to see this. Wait, what? They even gave you a sword? Jesus, I would have climbed the mountain years ago if I thought that this could happen. What would really be hilarious is like if it opened up for literally any Joe Schmuck who ascended the mountain,
Just, whoever happened to go up there first.
Yeah, right. Some Gomer-looking motherfucker gets to the top. My son. Wait, what? I knew this day would come. Step into the light and embrace your destiny. I don't know what you're talking about, mister, but all right. Take this myth-graven blade, forged of dragon's fang, and embrace your might, the power that flows within you. Sir, I'm gonna stop you right there. This is sounding an awful lot like a church my grandmammy used to attend, and they took all her money. I'm gonna have to ask you to stop.
Scruff is just here for the night walk.
Some day laborer is just there to clean the monument. Embrace your destiny. What? Now, hold on.
Si, senor.
Mexican Cecil.
Will you accept this blade? Si.
Okay. You must stop Golbez, reclaim the 4 crystals, and ascend to the moon. Okay.
Oh god. was just like
Oh, go ahead. You first.
it was just like that Spider-Man revamp where we assumed, some day worker just had to have been bitten by one of these spiders before Peter Parker, and not just one either, I assume.
Right? There's just like a whole town of Spider-Men who like aren't being noble with their powers. They're like using them to win all kinds of bets and get money. But no, like, Mexican Cecil shows up at the Tower of Zod and rescues Rosa. Cecil, I knew you would come. Okay. They get to the Giant of Babel and they break the CPU and Fusoya opens Golbez's eyes. Why was I so blinded by hate? Cecil, you are my brother. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Just this unwitting, like, gravekeepers.
God, I just wish I knew Flash animation.
I know, oh my god. He's so hilarious.
Cecil's not getting back in that crystal room, is he?
Nope, there are certain lines they still won't cross with him. Alright, doors that way, sir. You've seen enough. It's like, oh my god, why are the bodies still in here? Look, we haven't had a lot of time, okay? People have been grieving.
I'm gonna assume you don't have enough money to complete the Cecil ensemble, do you?
It's gonna be close. Oh wait, I've got his whole Dark Knight set to sell.
I was gonna say, doesn't that just get replaced with something as soon as you step foot back in Baron?
What's that?
Does not that set that you can buy here become obsolete once you get to the city of Baron?
No, I'll be using most of it for a little while at least. The Tower of Zod is where most of it gets replaced.
Oh, I guess you can go up there.
Yeah, I guess I can. I mean, it'd be horribly disrespectful to the dead, but...
no reason to, but...
Cecil just goes in there and takes a big steamy piss on the floor. Ah! I'm back, bitches.
Oh, I guess it does sell for a decent amount.
Man, suddenly I really wish we were traveling with Mexican Cecil. Get rid of that.
Oh, 17,000. Yeah, you've got a decent amount there.
Yeah, we're fine. So let's see. We have the shield. We don't have the helm. We have the armor, and here's the gauntlets. Okay, cool. Actually, that leaves me with enough that I can upgrade my mage's gear if I want to. Yeah, what the hell? It's only 1,000.
Who cares?
Or 10,000. Yeah, you're right. That was my line of thinking, but...
Everyone in this party is gonna die.
I mean, 2 of them come back to life. Alrighty, let's do a clean sweep here.
Thanks to the miracle of some last-minute editing.
Right.
It's like the G.I. Joe movie after they killed Duke, and then they decided that would have been too violent for American audiences, and they're like, at the very end of the movie, good news, everyone! Duke survived!
Or
Yay.
the best example in video game history, Metal Gear Solid 4. I know we've talked about this before, but that is my favorite moment in that game, which kind of tells you how I felt about that game. Man, Raiden almost didn't make it there.
Oh, yeah. After we clearly see him get crushed by a submarine.
I mean, it's not even just a submarine. It's like the size of the Empire State Building, and he's holding it up with one arm. It's like, man, I really thought he wasn't going to pull through.
Yeah, I remember because I was playing through that with my buddy Glenn. We both looked at each other and like, so no one's told him that Raiden's dead, right?
Right.
Now, little did we know.
He gets this like brilliant part where he's like, Snake, my son, they have my son. I'm doing all of this because they took my family. I wasn't strong enough, Snake. Tell them that I did love them. Raiden! 5 minutes later, well, thank God Raiden's alright.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, like, seriously, we're not exaggerating either. Was that really lost on them when they wrote that scene?
I mean, come on. When does Hideo Kojima kill one of his main characters?
I know, but did they, like, go on strike for a month and kind of, like, forget where they left off in the story? Because that's what it felt like.
Again, I mean, it's Hideo Kojima. It's not even worth rising to the bait, you know?
Oh, that's right. These guys know Minnie.
I think he's on record as having said at one point he just made it up as he went after Metal Gear 1.
Yeah, he has been trying to end that series since 2. What just happened? Okay, cool.
Speaking of which, I guess they're saying that Death Stranding may be an MMO, perhaps?
Wait, what?
Nobody knows what it is still, but, you know.
If I don't get to play as naked Norman Reedus, I swear to God.
Yeah, right?
There's one reason and one reason alone I am buying that game, and that is naked Norman Reedus. It's not even a gay thing. I just want to see it happen.
It's just a respect thing.
It's just a thank you. You understand. So,
You think Norman Reedus could pull off being Solid Snake in a movie?
No, he doesn't quite have the right face. Well, I mean, I don't know.
You're right. Yeah.
I can really only see Snake in terms of the video game. It's just one of those things.
Anyways, you were saying something before I started daydreaming.
Oh, it was all about naked Norman Reedus. You're not missing anything profound here.
Gotcha.
Let's just unload on fucking Yang. I like how they say monk in the bottom left like it might not be him.
Well, you never know. It might be his doppelganger.
Right, if we dehumanize him a little bit, they'll have less of a problem killing him. Oh, I don't have enough MP to use Kiraga, because I totally blasted out a Thundaga on him.
Ah, yes. Monk had this all planned.
Monk knew what Monk was doing. Is this supposed to be like an actual fight? Because I'm not treating it as such at all.
I think you're just supposed to survive. Because I think he's gonna kick you and then send you all into critical.
No, I don't think that's how it goes down. I could be wrong.
Well, he's certainly taking his sweet time.
Yeah, he is, which, again, leads me to believe that there might be something more to this. I mean, either way, we're fine, but it turned out to be, like, more of an actual battle than I thought it was gonna be.
Good lord, is he gonna do anything, or what?
He is doing something. He's dropping those high kicks. There we go.
It's like that scene from The Simpsons with
Man, we just fucking laid him out.
the Yakuza fighting the Italian Mafia. And
Yeah.
Homer's just standing, yep. Oh, what's that guy gonna do? He hasn't done anything yet. You know what he does? It's gonna be good.
Come on, Marge, don't make me go inside. He's gonna do something really cool. Hi-ya! Oh. Oh, that was great. And Edward, well, I personally drowned Edward. I just couldn't deal with it anymore. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's maybe take this relationship back a step here. I mean, realistically, Young, we've known you for about a day total. And most of that time we've been getting attacked by monsters, and then you just tried to kill me. So let's maybe take a step back and reevaluate the
All
sitch.
the time that I've known you, Yang, we were putting up with your kingdom's problems.
Seriously.
Because you couldn't do a background check on your guards and figure out who was a monster and who wasn't.
You abdicated the throne to the baker. Did you just slap yourself?
No, I slapped the dog.
Oh, nice.
Rex is nice and meaty. He's like 70 pounds now. I mean, he is...
Sometimes when I need to blow off steam, I'll just fucking lay into my dog. Though Pooh Bear takes it significantly less well.
it's like kneading dough, you know. Some people have a stress ball. I just have this giant sentient mass of pizza dough walking around the house.
That's me. Oh, I'm a joke to you, aren't I? I'm just a big fucking joke.
Borp, borp, what you guys talking about?
Speaking of jokes. Hey, at least my jokes are funny. Fuck you guys. See? I'm a fucking comedian. Okay, Duncan, calm down. Hey, what are you guys talking about? Alright, this episode's starting to get crowded. Nick, we're gonna have to call it a night, and next time on Play the Hits, we're gonna go into Baron Castle before all these chuckleheads ruin the episode for us. Hey, fuck you guys. I can't even tell who that was.
Duncan, get my nunchucks.
Dude, you got nunchucks? Fucking sweet. Let me see him. Borp, borp, let's go
you'll
down in the
see 'em.
basement. I've got all kinds of cool weapons to show you guys. Next time on Play the Hits.